Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Oblivion modded playthrough. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be doing one of the very few of the Oblivion DLCs. This is actually one of my favorites. We're going to be doing Knights of the Nine. It is actually very much one of my favorites. Oh, I forgot to add that. Okay, that's fine. I'll be able to... While we're hearing the illustrious NPCs, we'll be able to go do that. So we're going to start and finish the Knights of the Nine DLC through this session only, so we don't have two sessions. And then we will go with a mod that sort of kind of continues it from there on. If you've seen if you've seen that mod, you'll know what I'm talking about. So let us start. We have to start through going to Anvil itself. My phone just did something really weird. What are you doing? Very confused with that. Alright, so let us go and continue onwards. So let us continue onward. So if we go all the way over here, we're going to do two things because it's really interesting to do it. So if we get close to the chapel...
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
Anvil chapel attack?
It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
Prophet.
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel.
You're across the street.
I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now.
Alright, that's pretty much everything. Alright.
Take care.
So we'll talk to him a little later. He's not going to stop you or anything. He's just going to keep standing here. You can actually get in before he talks to you. I did have a jump scare one moment where I went in like this, and I went in and I was like, oh, okay, wow, this is very destructive. And then he jump scared me by appearing right behind me and talking to me. It happened to me once. So here we go. So here is the... Oh, I forget what this chapel is called. Oh, the Chapel of the Bill, okay. So we can get the Anvil Chapel key and then the gold. I may try and find out if there's actually a mod that sort of just kind of resets this after you're done. I'll try and find one. I don't really think that those kinds of exist. But I'll see, because it's kind of sad, though, that, like, Anvil doesn't try and rebuild this chapel kind of thing. I'm actually kind of surprised this hasn't happened in Bruma. Yeah, because you just have gold, and you just have that, yeah. Yeah. So in order to actually see this chapel in its full glory, do not have the Knights of the Nine DLC, and you'll be able to talk to these people. Blah, blah, blah. I never really did. I don't think I ever got a chance, I think, until I went on the PC, where you can actually physically turn it off. I've only ever played Oblivion on the PlayStation 3, which has Knights of the Nine and Shivering Isles on it, mostly. So you can't turn it off. So they're always on. So yeah. So let's go. Alright, so I think I have stuff pulled up. Player to add spell. Okay, I'm gonna go and click 02 because I do not know what the first key command is. So if I go over to home. Sorry. Prophet. Okay, so it's 13. Oops, 13. Okay, so it's 13. It's got to be one of these anyway. 0. Oops, it's right. It doesn't use that. 8, 3, 6, 7. Is that it? Ah, yes. Okay. There we go. Perfect. So that actually means one of two things when we conjured the armor. it might have did something weird when I turned off the when I took off the Cuirass instead of doing something else. How come I got the feeling that this list got bigger for some reason? Like, not just one added thing bigger, but like more than that. So we have soul links, and now the Dark King's soul is now linked with ours again. That's what we want. We are, of course, Drathis here, so we want to kind of always be connected to him in such a way. And let's go. Hello.
Who will stand for the 8 and 1? Who will complete Helenol's holy mission of vengeance upon Umaril, the Unfeathered?
Actually, I kind of want to talk about something again. Don't worry, I'll go do the quest right away. I'm going to leave a... I don't want to leave a comment. I'm going to leave it in the description of... I'm going to make sure it's always at the top of it so you can just quickly look. A picture of a map that is going to help this out. It'll obviously be shown later on too, kind of thing. And I'll also kind of maybe see if I can put it in post. I'm going to see if I can. The only thing is I don't know how long I can put a picture up for and all that kind of stuff though. So I'm going to do at least a little bit of trying on that. Or if I have to do it through YouTube itself, it'll be done, kind of thing. So I'm going to go try it and do that. But most likely, if either I forget, because it does end up happening, or I don't really know how long I could put it on there for a video before it kind of just changes everything, kind of thing. The first link in the description of this video will direct you to... I think I'll probably just put it up for every video, kind of thing. So every time during the Nights and the Nine, you'll see it and you'll go, okay, so I can go here and here and here. There are mods that combine these into one, so you don't have to go through it. We're going to go through the harder way. So, yeah. So, let us continue onward.
Well, upon this chapel of Debella, look at the faces of the dead. This is your future. Evil has returned, and the Nine need a champion.
He's praising me.
Oh my. To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me?
The 8 and 1. The Anvil Chapel attack.
This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned, as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath.
Umaril, who's that? Who is Pelinal Whitestrake? Just tell me who attacked the chapel. Umaril, who's that?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aliens, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men.
He's unfeathered. He doesn't have any
He
feathers.
was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
Who was Pelinal Whitestrake?
Does no one remember the old tales?
That's why I
Saint
asked.
Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the aliens 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the alien sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned.
Just tell me who attacked the chapel.
Do you understand nothing?
Yep.
The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala umarale el nada rakuva. In the alien tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
So how do we stop Umaril?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics.
The Crusaders' relics?
Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the Divine Crusader's weaponry?
Okay, so there are different options for this. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild hasn't kicked in. I'm pretty sure they might have. There is one for, I think... most of them are through the story, through the main quest. We haven't done them yet. I don't even know if I can show them off. I can experiment with a different Drathis save, I think. Because I have one for mod playthroughs. I might try and see if I can break it, in a sense, and just try and see if I can show them off as well. But yeah, so I will quest for the relics.
You
no,
would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? The legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages?
I think it's this part that you see.
Are you a worthy knight?
Yeah, okay, so this is where it is, okay. So there is, I think, 2 down here that are for no. There's, I think, 2 more, I think? So there's one if you've just begun the main quest, and then there's one if when you are finished, I believe. Or one of them just changes because you finished the main quest. There's, of course, this, the Fighters Guild Guildmaster. We'll go show that off. Actually, we'll show off through all of them. Yes, I am a worthy knight.
And I'm sure you will have no trouble finding the relics on your own. You clearly need no aid from man or God.
I hope it doesn't...
Why do you come to me for aid, worthy knight?
Can I go through all the options? Actually, Crusader Relic, sure.
The weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the Eight Divines.
Cool.
He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the Ayleid sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him.
Good for him.
Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the Divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the Crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed?
I can. I know exactly where they're all located. I literally have done this so many times, I remember every location.
Once there were 8 divines. Then Tiber Septim became Talos, and the 8 became 9.
Except for the Elmer Dominion.
I followed the old way of honoring the 8 while also giving due to Talos, the one who ascended.
Okay, Umaril.
He is the enemy of all who walk free on Tamriel today, a survivor of the ancient race of alien slave masters who once ruled Cyrodiil.
Cool.
He was struck down by Pelinal, but by his art, Umaril had bound himself to the realm of his mistress, the Daedra Lord Meridia. So he was not slain, but simply cast adrift upon the waters of Oblivion. Now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods who helped bring about his downfall so many ages ago.
Quest for relics.
Are you a worthy knight?
Okay, I think I have a game plan of where I'm going to go for it. Yes, I am the Fighter's Guildmaster.
I apologize for even asking the question. Most esteemed master, please, do not allow me to interrupt your quest for the relics.
Yeah, see, he doesn't know anything for it. Okay, quest for the relics. As I am a worthy knight. Yes, I am the Archmage.
And a worthy successor to Hannibal Traven, I have no doubt. I'm sure your arcane arts will locate the lost relics for you in no time.
Okay then. Quest for Lux.
Are you...
No, I have no claim to fame.
A humble heart is a good starting point. The gods will decide if you are worthy to seek the relics.
This is always the answer, by the way. So, you're supposed to say, no, I have nothing. Even if you have stuff, he'll pretty much say that because you are so famed, there's nothing he can give you in order to do it. So how can I find the relics? Question mark.
The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wish to quest for the relics would walk the pilgrim's way. Travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines. Pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest.
Okay.
If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings.
Okay, is that all your dialogue, though? Pilgrimage.
Walking the pilgrim's way is the traditional start of a holy quest. Follow the map I gave you, visit the way shrines of the 9, pray, and wait for a sign.
Umaro.
He was defeated